Which one of the following statements is correct? The function of an air vessel in a reciprocating pump is to obtain A. Reduction of suction head. B. Rise in delivery head. C. Continuous supply of water at uniform rate. D. Increase in supply of water. The correct answer is continuous supply of water at uniform rate. Dolphin is a type of which one of the following? A. Pile foundation. B. Isolated footing. C. Raft foundation. D. caisson. The correct answer is pile foundation. A steel rod 100 mm long is held between two rigid supports. It is heated by 20 C. If the coefficient of thermal expansion of the material of the rod is 15 x 10⁶ C and modulus of elasticity is 200 x 10⁵ main M2, what is the stress in the rod? A. 20 main M2. B. 40 main M2. C. 60 main M2. D. 80 main M2. The correct answer is 60 main M2. Consider for following statements in an under-reinforced concrete beam. 1. Actual depth of neutral axis is less than the critical depth of neutral axis. 2. Concrete reaches ultimate stress prior to steel reaching the ultimate stress. 3. Moment of resistance is less than that of balanced sections. 4. Lever arm of resisting couple is less than that of balanced sections. Which of the statements given above are correct? A. 1 and 2. B. 1 and 3. C. 2, 3 and 4. D. 1 and 4. The correct answer is 1 and 3. What is the appropriate field test to determine the in-situ undrained shear strength of a soft clay? A. Static cone penetration test. B. Standard penetration test. C. Plate load test. D. Vane shear test. The correct answer is vane shear test. What is the maximum number of passenger cars that can pass a given point on a lane or roadway during 1 hour under ideal roadway and traffic conditions, known as? A. Practical capacity. B. Possible capacity. C. Basic capacity. D. Road capacity. The correct answer is basic capacity. In PERT, the actual time duration along the critical path for the project completion time is probabilistic. It is usually presumed to follow which one of the following? A. Beta distribution. B. Poisson distribution. C. Normal distribution. D. Log normal distribution. The correct answer is beta distribution. Why are moorings provided? A. For anchoring of ships. B. For towing the ships to the sea. C. For repair of ships. D. For washing of ships and shipboards. The correct answer is for anchoring of ships. Allowable disposable rate of application of sludge on land is determined by A. Carbon content of sludge. B. Nitrogen content of sludge. C. Phosphorus content of sludge. D. Potassium content of sludge. The correct answer is nitrogen content of sludge. On which of the following is the working principle of concrete hammer for non-destructive test based? A. Rebound deflections. B. Radioactive waves. C. Ultrasonic pulse. D. Creep recovery. The correct answer is rebound deflections. Given for a soil sample degree of saturation 90, specific gravity of soil grains 2.70, void ratio 0.30, the water content of the sample is A. 10. B. 13.5. C. 22.5. D. 35. The correct answer is 10. Consider the following factors. 1. Air traffic control measures. 2. Aircraft traffic composition. 3. VFR/IFR operation. 4. Runway configuration. Which of these factors affect the capacity of a runway? A. 1, 2 and 3. B. 2 and 3. C. 1 and 4. D 1, 2, 3 and 4. The correct answer is 1 and 4. A city's supply of 15,000 cubic meters of water per day is treated with a chlorine dosage of 0.5 ppm. For this purpose the requirement of 25 bleaching powder per day would be A 300 kilograms, B 75 kilograms, C 30 kilograms, D 7.5 kilograms. The correct answer is 30 kilograms. The ratio between the stress produced in a bar by a sudden application of load impact loading as compared to the stress produced by the gradual application of same load is A 1.5, B 2.0, C 2.5, D 3.0. The correct answer is 2.0. The shear stress distribution over a rectangular cross-section of a beam follows A straight line path, B a circular path, C a parabolic path, D an elliptical path. The correct answer is a parabolic path. Which among the following brings about the hazardous waste management and handling rules in India? A. Central Pollution Control Board, B. Ministry of Environment and Forests, C. Ministry of Urban Development, D. Ministry of Rural Development. The correct answer is Ministry of Environment and Forests. Consider the following statements. A single scaffolding consists of a single framework of standards ledgers and potlogs constructed parallel to the wall. Our potlogs are placed at both ends on frames when it is difficult to provide holes in the wall. Of these statements, A. Both A and R are true and R is the correct explanation of A. B. Both A and R are true but R is not a correct explanation of A. C. A is true but R is false. D. A is false but R is true. The correct answer is A is true but R is false. The issue rate of an item stocked in stores is A. Permanently fixed, B. Fixed at the beginning of each year, C. A rate less than the market rate, D. The rate revised during the year when there is an appreciable variation in the rates of the items. The correct answer is permanently fixed. For the truss shown in the figure, which one of the following members has zero force induced in it? A. BC, B. AD, C. D, D. BD. The correct answer is BC. A VOR radio transmitter which emits beam in a vertical plane and gives an indication to the pilot whether he is to the left or right of the correct alignment for approach to the runway is known as A. Outer marker, B. Localizer antenna, C. Glide slope antenna, D. Marker beacon. The correct answer is marker beacon. Gantt charts indicate A. Comparison of actual progress with the scheduled progress, B. Balance of work to be done, C. Progressive costs of project, D. Inventory costs. The correct answer is comparison of actual progress with the scheduled progress. A cantilever has rectangular cross-section and supports concentrated load at its free end initially. If depth and width of the beam sections are doubled, the deflection at free end of the cantilever will reduce to what percentage of the initial deflection? A. 20, B. 15.72, C. 9.37, D. 6.25. The correct answer is 9.37. The optimistic, most likely, and pessimistic estimates of time for an activity are 4 days, 11 days, and 12 days respectively. The expected completion time of this activity is A. 8 days, B. 9 days, C. 10 days, D. 11 days. The correct answer is 10 days. When a single point load W travels over a simply supported beam, what is shape of the graph for maximum positive or negative shear force? A triangle with maximum ordinate W at center and 0 at two simple supports. B. A triangle with maximum ordinate W at a support. C. A rectangle with ordinate W. D. A parabola with maximum ordinate W at center of span and 0 at supports. The correct answer is a triangle with maximum ordinate W at center and 0 at two simple supports. A beam of uniform strength refers which one of the following? A beam in which extreme fiber stresses are same at all cross sections along the length of the beam. B. A beam in which the moment of inertia about the axis of bending is constant at all cross sections of the beam. C. A beam in which the distribution of bending stress across the depth of cross section is uniform of all cross sections of the beam. D. A beam in which the bending stress is uniform at the maximum bending moment cross section. The correct answer is a beam in which extreme fiber stresses are same at all cross sections along the length of the beam. A sample of groundwater at a pH of 7.0 contains 122 mg L of bicarbonates. What is the alkalinity of this water in terms of CaC0? A. 120 mg 1. B. 60 mg 1. C. 100 mg 1. D. 200 mg L. The correct answer is 100 mg 1. The effective depth of a singly reinforced rectangular beam is 30 cm. The section is over-reinforced and the neutral axis is 12 cm below the top. If the maximum stress attained by concrete is 50 kg cm2 and the modular ratio is 18, then the stress developed in steel would be A. 1800 kg cm2. B. 1600 kg cm2. C. 1350 kg cm2. D. 1300 kg cm2. The correct answer is 1300 kg cm2. Soil at a site consists of two layers. The top layer has permeability K units and bottom layer has permeability 5 K units. If the thickness of both the layers is equal, then what is the average permeability in the vertical direction? A. 3 K units. B. 3 K units. C. 5 K units. D. 6 K units. The correct answer is 3 K units. A part of the Newmark's influence chart with 4 concentric circles is shown in the above figure. If the hashed areas 1 and 2 are loaded separately with the same intensity of loading, then the intensity of pressure yielded A by 1 will be more than that yielded by 2. B by 2 W will be more than that yielded by 1. C by 1 and 2 will be equal. D at the center will be in inverse proportion to the radii of the two circles. The correct answer is by 1 and 2 will be equal. The loss of pre-stress due to shrinkage of concrete is the product of A. Modular ratio and percentage of steel. B. Modulus of elasticity of concrete and shrinkage of concrete. C. Modulus of elasticity of steel and shrinkage of concrete. D. Modular ratio and modulus of elasticity of steel. The correct answer is modulus of elasticity of steel and shrinkage of concrete. Which one of the following pressure units represents the least pressure? A. Millibar. B. mm of mercury. C. in mm2. D. kgf cm2. The correct answer is millibar. A cantilever is loaded as shown in the given figure. The bending moment along the length is A. uniform. B. uniformly varying. C. 0. D. concentrated at the free end. The correct answer is uniform. Consider the following statements in regard to aerobic and anaerobic treatment processes. 1. Biomass production in the aerobic treatment process is more as compared to the anaerobic treatment process. 2. Startup period is more in the aerobic treatment process as compared to the anaerobic treatment process. 3. Energy consumption and production is more in the aerobic treatment process as compared to the anaerobic treatment process. Which of the statements given above are correct? A. 1 and 2. B. 2 and 3. C. Only 2. D. Only 1. The correct answer is only 1. Earth pressure and resultant possibilities of wall movement are shown in the given diagram. The point marked X in the diagram denotes A. Earth pressure. At rest. B. Active earth pressure. C. Arching active pressure. D. Passive earth pressure. The correct answer is passive earth pressure.